back to my channel. I'm Jason, this is Rocket Jason Cooks, and we have made it up to episode 6. Congratulations. We're doing a baking challenge, so this one was brought to me by my wife. I am never done this before, so it's honey oat bread, and it could be a train wreck, it could be beautiful, I don't know. So we're gonna get started, and good luck to all of us. That's 2.5 cups of boiling water. 2.5 cups of boiling water, and we'll put it down here in my mixing bowl. Just like that. Alright, I've got my little cheat sheet here. I was allowed to do a little homework, so I did, not much, but okay, we got that, and now we got 1 cup of the oats. It's quick oats, rolled oats, I guess, but we're going to dump it down in that water. Now we're going to take this little rubber spatula and we're going to spin it around in there a little bit to where all the oats is submerged. I think it'll work. Okay. And then what we're going to do, this one's a little crazy. This is 1/2 cup of just white sugar. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this 100% pure maple syrup right here. I'm going to take the lid off of it like so. And I'm going to do this. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm just going to try to mix it around in there. Do you know what this is called? Come on, I'll wait on you. Maple sugar. Basically, the same concept for brown sugar, except you don't use maple syrup, you use molasses, and then you get brown sugar. If you want dark brown sugar, add more molasses. Ta-da! I ain't gonna charge you nothing for that lesson. It's free, you're welcome. And once we get this all mixed up, because you want it mixed up pretty good. Yeah, you don't want hunks anywhere. And I'd say that's pretty good. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring it over here and dump it in this. And you can, instead of this, you could use brown sugar instead of that, so. Okay, let me go back to my notes here. What do I want to do now? Alright, I'm going to, where's my spoon? Don't you love when you're prepared? It's nice. Alright, what we're going to do here, what I got done here is this is 1 tablespoon of sugar, or salt, I'm sorry, my bad, and 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon. This is a 1/4 cup and softened butter, and honey, we're going to throw about a tablespoon of that in there, so let's get the party started. One of these. Run off in there like that. That's so nice. Alright. That's good enough for all that. Then what we're going to do, this little mixture I just told you about, salt and cinnamon. Put her down there. And more softened butter. Boom. Boom. In there. In there. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my paddle to my KitchenAid mixer here. That was a gift from my lovely daughter and our son-in-law.
Kinda.
You know who we're talking about. But I'm going to lower this down in here and we're going to give it a stir. Okay, welcome back. I hope you learned something from that sponsor. That's where the sponsor video guy goes. Then I'm getting paid millions for doing this, but you're not supposed to know. What I'm doing next, I've got bread flour and I've got whole wheat. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take 4 of the bread, 1 of the wheat. I'm going to mix it in a bowl. I'm going to dump that along with 1 tablespoon of yeast, active dry yeast, and we're going to let it mix. So, come on. Okay, count with me now. Count with me. I want to hear you. Yeah. Yay, you've been practicing. Yay. That was good. That was good. And look. Ta-da. Everybody gets a star for the day. But we only need how many of these? What did I tell you? We only need 1. So, a little over, but whatever. Don't forget the chitlins here. 1 tablespoon. These little critters. And we whisk and move around and we mix and we dance and we get into it because this is the shit right here. You know? It's, what else you got to do tonight? Really, come on now. Like, hey honey, I'm in here making bread, and she'll be like, what the hell? But hey, yeah, she'll love you for me. Okay. I'm gonna call that good enough. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull up. Be fighting me. Pull this up. I'll just put a little in there for right now. I'm keeping my paddle on as well. Let's call that enough for a minute. Lower this back down in here. Lock it up so you don't hurt yourself, kids. And we'll go back on water. Let that start to mix. A little more, the more mixing, the more we add. Okay, now you can hear as the KitchenAid starting to drag down a little bit that we can shut it down, unlock it, lift it up out of there. You know, take a little spatula and clean this off because what we're doing is we're going to switch it over to the dough hook real quick. And then we're going to add more flour. Does that not sound fun? That sounds fun. I don't care who you are. Alright, good enough. Look how easy that is, kids. You should buy one of these. They're nice. KitchenAid, you can pay me for saying that. Lock that back up. And what we're going to do is we're going to put it on low, let it go. We're going to have to get all this in there. Now you're going to hear the KitchenAid mixer dog down, probably. That's normal. If you look down in here real quick for me, if you see where it's sticking, that's where you need to add some of your flour. Move it wherever it needs to be. Okay, come here. This is what our dough looks like, kids. And it's a little tacky, a little sticky. That's normal. But what we're going to do is we're going to take it out of this bowl. We're going to bring it out under all that flour. Just like that.
What you doing, Jason?
I'm supposed to be kneading it, ain't I? Oh. I'm supposed to be kneading it, Laura. What? Would you give me a little more flour? Right in this area. Thank you. Well, I don't think that's going to be right, but I don't know. You know what I mean? This is a, could be a train wreck, could be beautiful. You don't know. You don't know. What I do know is this is enough dough to choke a fleet of horses. So we're definitely not going to bake that much. What we're going to do is we're going to take this paper towel. I know I should wash my hands, but we're baking. You're supposed to get dirty. Come on, man. Oh, look at that. Just the oil on the paper towel. And we're just going to come in here and we're going to glaze over just a little bit like that. Just don't have to be perfect. Don't have to be pretty. It's got to be oiled. That's what I was told. I'm sticking to it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here. I'm going to throw that away over there. I'm going to get my fat little thing of dough here. I'm going to put it down. Oh, I'm going to push the glass bowl off the counter here. Put it down in there. Twist it around a little bit. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little more on. And we're just going to coat the fat man head. Just like that. Just like that. Shut up if I'm wrong. Alright. Then I'm going to let that sit there about 5-10 minutes. So I'm going to clean my hands and give me a second. I'll be back.
What doing, Jason?
I am covering my dough with cling wrap because I'm supposed to do that, and then I'm going to put it in the oven, my special oven, which has already been hit on the stove. Because I have a fancy stove. Do you have a fancy stove? I've got a fancy stove. I've got a fancy stove. It's even shiny and pretty and stuff. I don't know if I'm waiting on it to get the temperature because it's the first time I've used it. And let it proof, Lord. That's what I'm doing, Lord. And this fucking cleaner thing is just a bitch, dude. I mean, come the fuck on. It's even from Glad, so Glad, fuck you. Do I have enough yet? Do I have enough? You, oh, yeah. Did that same shit happen to your house just now? Because it did mine. Fucking dick. Oh my God. Alright, we got it covered. We're going to tear it just like that. We'll pat it like a good little, look at all this we bunched up over here. Did anybody else do that, or is that just me? Look at that. It could be a bow going into the proofer on my special oven. On the proofer, which has already been hit on the stove. Because I have a fancy stove. Do you have a fancy stove? I've got a fancy stove. Just like that. Aha! This ain't gonna be a train wreck at all. Alright, we're gonna throw this in here and I'm gonna leave it. What do you guys say? Top rack? Bottom rack? Top, bottom, top. I'm gonna call that middle. I'm gonna place that in there. And I'm gonna leave that thing alone for an hour or so. Get back with me in 1 hour. It's been 1 hour and we're gonna check on our bread. It's been proof in 1 hour. Thank Lord, look at that. Oh yeah, that don't even smell bad. Put it over here. I'm gonna uncover that bad bit. Look at that, that's nice. Oh my God, that's nice. Well, I can tell you, if you ask me where I think I stand in the challenge so far, I'm gonna say I'm okay. I'm in pretty good shape now. That could change at any time, but I'm just judging by the smell. It smells pretty good. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring this out of this bowl onto this countertop. I'm gonna flatten it out. I'm gonna cut it into the length that I want for my bread pan, and then we'll roll and pull and knead it out from there and move on to the next step. So first thing, we gotta punch the gas out of the dough. So, oh yeah, that's nice and warm. That feels kind of nice. It's worth doing the challenge just for that. Oh, my notes said it was gonna be sticky or tacky. See, so, don't look like it's gonna be coming out too easy, but yeah, maybe I'm wrong. Okay, I'm just gonna push it out and fold it and stuff. It said do it on the clean counter. When I say they, that's my notes. But I think they might be a little crazy because the dough, yeah, it's tacky. Let's stick it to my countertop. So I'm gonna go ahead and add a little flour. Alright, I'll put some flour down. Try to help keep this thing together. I'm supposed to push it all together. Did add more flour hurt my dough? We will have to just wait and see. Again, it smells really nice. So I should get good grades on this challenge. Just on that alone. Okay, what I'm gonna do, tell me to press it out. My notes, press that baby out. Alright, I got my dough in half. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna roll it up here. Roll back and forth. Get a nice little loaf looking. Kind of pinching the ends there. And then what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna just take it and put my seam side down. Alright, we're back. I've got my loaf in here and I'm gonna put it back in my oven because I'm gonna do that proof thing again for another hour. But I thought since I had over too much dough, basically, then I'll bake that up and give away some lucky gear. So don't forget to enter for your chance to win one of my honey oat red gloves. All right, welcome back into hour 2, second proofing. Let's see what we got. Oh yeah, looks like they braised. We'll set these over here on our counter. Now, what we need to do is we need to come in here. We need to clear our counter. We need to hit our convection bake. We want it for 350, so let's hit start. While this is preheating, let's go top the loaf. I don't know how these are going to taste, but I can tell you they smell very nice. So what I'm going to do is I've got an egg in this mixing cup and I got a fork. And I'm going to beat it like it's my little buddy Derek. What? Don't use his last name. He could sue me if I get famous. Well, you know, if you take Bruce Willis and shrink him up, poke him in the eye, pull his pants up, wedge him, Derek would look just like him. So I'm going to say Derek Willis. Good buddy of mine. I forget what I was going to say about him, but yeah, there you go. I'm going to dust. I'm going to paint this on my bread. And that still looks a little doughy to me, but I don't know. I'm winning this challenge. I know that. I want to get a good basting on them. I know that. Now I'm going to come over here and get this out of my way. And I've got a few oats here. I'm going to sprinkle on it, just give it a little leaven. Just a little leaven, just like that. You know, like don't put too much. Don't be a dick. You know, just, yeah, that's all you need right there. Right there. Then I'm going to take this knife and I'm going to put a split down it. Like that, maybe. Oh, it's pulling against me. It's pulling against me. It'll show up in the bake. Now, once our oven's at 350, we're going to put it in there for 45 minutes. And you'll see, I won the challenge. Our oven's 350 convection bake. We're going to throw these in for 45 minutes. I'm going to start with 35, so let's see what we get. Let's put them in. See you in 35 minutes. All right, we're back. It's been the first 35 minutes. Let's see what we got. I think that looks pretty good. Okay, now comes the fun part. Trying to get them out of here. I followed my rules, not my rules, my directions that I wrote down. And if we're going by looks and smell, I think I've done pretty good. Maybe a little too long in the bake, but I don't know yet. But we're going to cut into it. That's going to be, I tell you what, you can knock somebody out with this thing. It weighs, somebody said you're supposed to knock on them or something. But it's completely cool. So I want to cut into this bad boy and see what we get. That looks pretty darn good if you ask me. I think I have learned how to make a new bread. Alright, we're at the end of it. We cut it, we sampled it, it was good. I'm happy with myself. Hopefully we all learned something. Now to give this thing away, I'm gonna call it my mini Derek because it reminds me of my little buddy. So whoever gives the best comment, I'll bring it by tomorrow if you live close to me. Where now my bowl go?